I'm not going to lie. This shit genuinely made me laugh today.
Leona Manhand's mobster hates everybody.
Ha 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 ha. Man hands? Ho, why is you even thinking about her hands? I think you want them hands. I think you want them hands all over you, you fucking weirdo. So this be the clip.
Is everywhere. Oh, what was I going to open? I was just going to open. Oh, this guy. This fucking idiot. Hold on. Oh, I'm trying to think of what his fucking... Oh, here he is. Oh my god, look at this. It just popped up right on my fucking screen. First of all, his face is just so damn punchable.
I have to agree. That's a pretty punchable face. Just like Blue Ball's face. Plenty of space to blast that hole right between her eyes.
Don't you just want to punch him? Just, like, not even hearing him talk, I already want to punch him in the face. I'm sorry, such a douche. Such a douche. Crazy as everywhere.
I have to agree. The guy is sitting on his fat arse over there in the UK, continuing to victimize the victims of the Idaho for murders. He also be Brian Blowburger's biggest fanboy. Anyway, good to know Blue Balls be missing her crush today as she's sitting around watching her days old live. I just wonder if she finna be calling out the purple hoe, cuz I ain't never seen someone, aside from Blue Balls, just be outraged about absolutely nothing. She literally just outraged over the news. Talk about hating everyone. This hoe literally hate every single person that ain't her. Listen to this shit. But first, let's start off with the world's most awkward condolences.
Oh, I know what I wanted to say. I know what I want to start with. Kathy P. I am sorry I'm a little delayed.
That be putting it mildly. Ho, you is extremely delayed in every way a person can be.
Because I haven't been around. But my deepest sincerity for your husband. I heard that you lost your husband over the weekend. And my deepest sympathy. And I really mean that. When I had cancer, you were one of the few people from the Hive that didn't go with the, oh, we need proof kind of thing. And I remember you being in my chat and I was very surprised. But I do remember that you took a stand and you absolutely were not part of that bullshit. And I appreciated that. I never forgot that, even though, we've gone our separate ways since.
She can only offer condolences if someone was nice to her. Meanwhile, she must have forgotten about this nasty post she wrote to her between then and now. This hoe seriously need a brain scan.
Little things like that, I don't forget. So returning that deepest sympathy, and I hope you can somehow find some happiness through this all or some reasons. And I just, if you need to talk, reach out. I mean, I did lose somebody, not my husband, but close enough.
This should be so awkward in so many ways. First off, why the fuck would she reach out to you of all people? I'm sure she have many more friends on here she can talk to before reaching out to a CPS caller. But second, what the fuck is this?
I mean, I did lose somebody, not my husband, but close enough.
Close enough? Ho, what the fuck you mean? Your baby daddy that smoked copious amounts of meth that you ain't been with in over a decade is not close enough to a man you was married to probably for decades. What the fuck you mean? Close enough. This shit was cringe as fuck. And who the fuck find happiness through the death of the love of their life? This hoe be so disconnected. She really have trouble trying to sound empathetic. Just say you're sorry for your loss and move on.
So I understand. So feel free to reach out if you ever need to. And I mean that. All swords are down. Doesn't matter what happened.
I'm sure you is the last person anyone would reach out to in a time like that. Ho, get a clue.
So it's just been a crazy week. But there I was, laying in bed, and I saw Nancy Grace was on. So I was like, oh, Cole Burger.
It's Cole Burger, ho, not Cole Burger.
And I'm listening. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, these people are dumber than a box of rocks. And who does she have as a guest? Chris McDouchebag and 10 to Life.
Blue Balls, you listening, ho? I expect you to be calling this hateful bitch out.
3 idiot savants. So I decided to do a reaction video to it because I was like yelling at my fucking phone laying in bed.
This hoe was fucking so outraged by Nancy Grace that she was laying in her piss-covered bed yelling at her phone. Talk about hateful.
So here we are. Do, 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 do.
Do, do, do.
Annie Elise, you are an idiot. This is not like something that is so, oh my God, I can't believe this. Like, dude, you're a fucking idiot. So Nancy Grace thinks that you have to have hot chocolate in order to have a styrofoam cup. Really, Nancy Grace? Are you this fucking stupid? How are you famous? Just tell me, how are you famous?
How is he allowed to keep all that in his room? It's totally, completely.
How are you allowed to be so fucking stupid and get away with it? That's what I want to know.
Contacts in his phone, only 18. He keeps himself to, except for his family dependency, he's on his own. And what I'm looking at is somebody who's very anxious. We know about the staring. We know about the fact that he has that look in his eyes and he's a killer and a monster. But here he is, just looking ahead, looking at his shoes, very obsessive, compulsive. And I feel like he's extremely anxious because he's being observed.
And you get that from where, lady? Do some research and you will learn that the autism stare is very real. And the autistic stare is very much like a psychopath. I actually found, I'll show you guys after, I actually found some peer-reviewed article on the connection between autism and psychopathy. Psychopathy.
Did you mean psychopathy? It's not psychopathy, you fucking idiot. Didn't you major in psychology at the University of Phoenix? Shouldn't you know how to pronounce psychopathy?
I was reading it before it went live. It's actually pretty interesting. But yeah, there is a real, very real autistic stare. That's what you're seeing, people.
And how the fuck does she know which is which, and why is this hoe always putting everyone else down while defending a quadruple murderer? All she do is belittle and berate people. Then she wonder why this happens.
Is chat not working or is nobody typing?
No one be typing, ho. No one want to listen to your dumb ass.
When you're searching for psychopath paranoia, and I believe I heard he didn't want to be called a psychopath, he knows he is. And he was searching for that. He was extremely paranoid.
All right, let me just say, if you go through any teenager phone, like literally any teenager, you're going to find endless selfies. When I was young, in my teens and early 20s, I was also obsessed with serial killers. If I was young today, I would probably have those images on my phone. I have the serial murder cards. Like, no joke. I used to be obsessed with serial killers.
This hoe took this analysis very personally. She knows she got every symptom of antisocial personality disorder.
You can find selfies on my phone. That doesn't make me a psychopath. It doesn't make me a killer. It just makes me obsessed with psychopaths.
That's because you relate to them in more ways than one. You ain't got to be a killer to be psychotic. Your disregard for the law and social norms says it all.
But everything is hindsight because, yes, we know Brian did it. We know Brian did this. But not everyone who's obsessed with psychopaths turn out to be murderers.
Keep telling yourself that, ho. Now this shit get real weird cuz she really taking this shit personally, like they is talking about her. I ain't playing this whole shit, but they is talking about how he was up searching serial killers on Christmas night and taking screenshots of Christian Bale in the movie American Psycho, then taking selfies posing like him.
That's the thing. He's not reenacting him because he already did the dirty deed. He already did it 6 weeks prior to Christmas. So does it really matter what he's looking at on Christmas Day? Or at Christmas at night? It doesn't matter anymore. He already did the deed.
On Christmas night, right before it to the 26th, Brian went to serial killer timelines on Android, and he clicked on link after link, 2 times for Danny Rawling, Dennis Rader, Ted Bundy, and so many more. But what he was reading, where these serial killers were born, what type of families they came from, what their crime was, how they got caught, did they ever hurt any pets? It was extremely creepy. And think about the timeline. It's Christmas night. Most people aren't going to read about serial killers.
100% disagree with that statement. 100%.
Well, now we know what the purple hoe be doing on Christmas night after she watched her grown kids open their free gifts from Amazon, courtesy of her subscribers.
Yeah, but Sly, the point that I'm trying to make at is it's hindsight. We know he did this, so we look at these things like, oh my God, look what he did. But the reality is there's a lot of people that will look up serial killers on Christmas Eve that aren't serial killers, that will never turn around and kill someone.
Who the fuck be thinking of serial killers on Christmas Eve? She talking like this should be a normal thing to do.
And anyone that's obsessed with serial killers and does look at all that stuff now has a mark on them like, oh my God, you're going to be another Kohlberger. But in order to learn about serial killers, you do want to know everything about them. I told you guys, we wrote to John Wayne Gacy when we were kids. He tried to get us to buy his artwork. I mean, that's just the way it is.
That's just the way it is. For who? Psychos like you? Who the fuck want to be pen pals with a dude who dressed up like a clown and abducted young boys to assault and kill? Only this hoe.
If there was a serial killer now that I was interested in, I'd probably write him. So,
Of course you would. You is that hard up for friends and social interaction.
it's hindsight, but that doesn't mean every single person that's obsessed, like I've never had a desire to kill someone,
That's debatable.
but I like reading about all the people that do. All right, so up until this point, I haven't seen any of this. This is when I decided to go live.
Okay, so far, I ain't seen nothing yet that would have me screaming at my phone in bed, but okay. I'm sure there's going to be good reason for her rage.
Marie, here's where I kind of might disagree with that. Is he a killer? Yes. Is he a murderer? Yes. Is he a psychopath? I don't know. Most psychopaths don't look at other psychopaths to emulate. Most psychopaths have their own thoughts and their own feelings and their own way of doing it. A narcissist, most likely, yeah. An incel, most likely, yeah. But I just don't really see him as a psychopath because he's a copycat.
Bitch, what the fuck is you talking about? What kind of non-psychopath kill for people in one night? How the fuck you know psychopaths don't research other psychopaths? You just said you be obsessed with psychopaths. There you go.
Heather, Kemper, Christmas night, 10 o'clock. What, with his PJs tucked in?
First of all, it's Christmas night. Christmas is over. There's nothing that goes on Christmas night. It's not Christmas Eve. It's Christmas night. Everything is done. I don't know why she's making it so, wow, oh my God, Christmas night. Christmas is over. The holiday's over. It's done. Families go home. Everyone goes to bed. You play with your toys, whatever. It's not a big deal.
Ha 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 ha. This hoe getting so defensive about this. She definitely been reading about serial killers on Christmas night before. This what got her so outraged she was yelling at her phone in bed and had to go live about. But it get worse. Listen to how angry this hoe get next. This what got her really mad.
But there's a bright spot. I did meet Olivia. I do have my partner for the rest of my life, and I'll hold on to that.
Let me tell you what's fucking cringe to me. Why is she sitting behind him, rubbing his shoulder like, oh, honey, it's okay? That to me is cringe. You're not below him. You're not behind him. I understand it might be tight for the camera, but you're both skinny. You can fit, even if you had to share a fucking chair.
What the fuck this hoe talking about, and why the fuck she's so mad that Olivia be sitting behind her man? Who gonna share a fucking chair on national TV? What the fuck is we 5 years old?
Why don't you sit next to him? You're his equal. You're not beneath him. You're not behind him. That shit is fucking cringe to me. Rubbing his shoulder while he's talking. Ew. Just ew.
Well, if you was wondering why this hoe be single, look no further. She literally fucking grossed out at the thought of a woman comforting her man. There's something fundamentally wrong with this bitch. Who the fuck get mad about shit like this? She literally grossed out by affection and people caring for one another. They is young and in love. Good for them.
Is that a fucking engagement ring the size of, I don't know what? That thing is huge. Absolutely fucking huge. If that's an engagement ring.
Grow up on Bainbridge Island, Washington. So I kind of grew up in the Pacific Northwest, half of my life there and half in Florida. I still consider myself a Florida.
Dude, that fucking ring is huge. Huge. Wow. Now we know where all the GoFundMe money went to.
So now she accusing him of misappropriating GoFundMe money. Ho, you ain't no shit about diamonds. Just because a diamond be big don't mean it cost a lot of money. That can be a lab-grown diamond, which would make it significantly cheaper than a natural stone of the same size. It could also be a natural diamond with a poor cut, color, and clarity. Big don't mean expensive, dummy. If it's a VVS, then that shit costs money.
I'm just looking like there's something sparkling down there.
Oh yes, we did get engaged.
Wow, well, congratulations.
That is an engagement ring. That is fucking huge. There's no way. I'm sorry, but there is no way he makes that much money to buy a ring that big. That ring was huge. Huge. That was bigger than fucking Mr. Beast's fiance. And his, I think, was like 3 carats. That was bigger. Whoa. Just whoa. Yeah. What does he do for a living? I was just about to look it up. Hold on.
This hoe seriously so stupid. First off, she don't even know if it's a diamond. It could be a moissanite, which there's nothing wrong with. Some people be getting those instead of diamonds. They just as pretty and way cheaper. She also don't know if it is a real diamond and maybe was passed down by a grandmother or someone else in the family. She don't know how he paid for that shit, and clearly she never been engaged cause most people be financing that shit on a store credit card. She don't know how he paid for it or if anyone helped him. His job don't matter. God, she's stupid. But I need to know why Blue Balls ain't calling this hateful hoe out. These people is doing nothing wrong. They is just simply discussing the facts of this case and she outraged by it. Everyone's stupid but her, right? Everyone an idiot savant. Whatever the fuck that mean. She's smarter and know more than everyone. She call everyone an idiot but be defending a murderer. So Blue Balls, why you always be ignoring this shit, you little